blank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fam's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the #1 Chief Rocker in Knicks Universe. And welcome to the Knicks at Night podcast. Bim, bim, bim. I'm joined by Coach Malpica. We've been rocking for like a minute on Legends. We've been rocking. Coming your way. How about you throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care? And if you got some loot and a stick of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Scream.
Ah!
Yo, y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly. Right? Let's get it. Coach, what's good, man? How you doing?
I'm fine and dandy.
Fine and dandy. Wow. Okay.
We got football coming again tomorrow, and we're on the cusp of training camp, preseason NBA.
Yeah, man.
Things are looking good. It's a great time to be a sports fan.
Yeah, man. I can't wait till we do this fantasy basketball league, man.
Ooh.
I can't wait till we do this fantasy basketball league, bro. We
set this thing up ASAP.
ASAP, bro. ASAP. Yeah,
you got to be on the ball with that, though. You got to.
Yeah. I'm trying to learn how to do this fantasy thing, though, bro. I'm trying to learn how to get. I got to learn.
Killing it. If you learning, you killing it. You're a fast learner because you killing it.
Yo, what's good to everybody in the building? Jay, what's good? It's good to see you. White Falcons in the building. Kerry Cox, what's good, man? Kaiser Sose in the building. That's our guy. That's the right Kaiser Sose. That's our guy right there. All Feature Media is in the building. Felipe 210, what's good?
Kerry Cox, what's going on, brother?
We running a little bit late, man. Running a little bit behind. Bro, it's 2:00 in the morning. And we just now jumping on, bro.
Hey, I'm like a kid in the candy store.
Man.
I can't sleep, babe. I got a song line for every situation.
For every situation. Man. Yeah, man. So just a programming note. Vibes and stuff live in the morning will be coming your way at 8 a.m. So we'll have Hector Yankees Morning Brew on. We'll have Pastor Jay on along with Chuck Allen and myself. We'll do right the spot for a couple of hours, and then I'm gonna get out of there and do some. So I probably won't be able to do the KMD in the morning, just because I got some doctor stuff, man, and I gotta take care of some personal stuff. It's on and on like one of those Erykah Badu songs, man. Just so much with so much drama in the LBs, but it's one of them things, man. We'll do what we can to make sure we keep the flow going, though. Right, Coach? What's on your mind tonight, bro?
Man, I'm really excited to see what we got, man. I'm excited to see. I'm just so excited to see how the Jalen Brunson project works out. I'm excited to see how he's going to help our two budding stars. One that's already been a star, I guess. He's not budding anymore.
Right.
But looking forward to seeing when iHeart's counted on for a lot of minutes and a lot of games. See if EG's prognosis is true.
Right.
I'm looking forward to seeing if some of these little rumors about Cam actually getting a shot to show something.
Right.
I want to see all this come to fruition, man.
Right.
I'm excited for all that. It's all positive stuff for me. I'd love to see Obi put in work when he comes in. I'm not mad at him. I mean, I don't think he should start like some people say, but
right.
And I'm okay with Obi taking a huge step of being better and being counted on more.
Right.
But unfortunately, I think the guy that's ahead of him is going to be a lot better this year too. But I am open to the idea, though, of them being on the floor together sometimes, you know, in certain situations and and depending on the team we play, you know, because some guys got the two bigs and they got a long small forward, you know. I think as long as someone like Hartenstein's in at the 5, you could actually do something crazy like have Randall and Obi in there or something, you know, just because you got to have at least another shooter or two in there.
Right.
Or someone that'll distribute the ball. Right. But I don't know, man. I just hope there's enough minutes to go around so we can see what everyone could do.
Right. I'm excited for the team, and basically in the sense that you all, when you mentioned, you know, some of these young guys stepping up, and to not just getting more minutes, but in roles, right? Mm-hmm. Just new roles. Like these guys are no longer young pups, but are young veterans. Now you give these young veterans a role every night, and then the other young pups can depend on that young pup to deliver in that role.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw it. I saw the. I like to use like examples so that people can follow what I'm saying. It's kind of like when, Warwick Dunn and TJ Duckett were fighting for the featured running back spot in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And what they told Warwick Dunn is, listen, bro, we know you tough. Everybody know you tough. But Duckett is a beast. So what we'll do is on obvious running downs, we'll let him take the pounding and you take everything else. Right? That you know, all the 2nd and 8s, you know what I'm saying? All the late, if we're losing, you get all the scat back work. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, listen, you have a skill, you're blazing fast and you can catch. And those two things don't often go hand in hand, right? Coach, you remember that running back Trung Candidate out of Arizona? He was Marshall Park's backup. Remember that dude was so fast?
Yeah.
Remember he was the backup with the Rams? You remember David Wilson, the running back from the Giants?
Yep.
Yeah, number 22, David Wilson.
Hmm.
You could be fast and not catch, but they talked to Warwick Dunn about that, and then all of a sudden, Warwick Dunn is that guy, right? So what I'm getting at is in an OB, not just OB, but in a young kid comparison, give these guys clear, definitive roles and let them evolve in those roles. And then if they exceed expectation, give them a little bit more. And if they exceed that, give them a little bit more, right? But don't just give them minutes and then run around like their hair on fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wins in that scenario.
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's. I hope they figure out. They establish the roles. Like if we're a successful team and we get productive minutes and quality, it's not about the quantity. That's the other thing. A lot of people, some people can make an impact in the game in 15 minutes.
Right.
You know, that might be just what they can do for us. You know, and that's fine.
Like Derrick Rose.
Yeah. And I've been seeing they alluded to this. I don't know if it was earlier today or last night. You know, we're talking about D Rose. He's putting it out. He's putting himself out there. Like, and D Rose ain't normally offering up, you know, social media stuff about himself. Like, he's not like that outgoing guy. Like,
Right.
and he's putting it out there that he's back to his OG playing weight.
Right.
And he's putting in work. And he says he's the healthiest he's been in years. Now, I don't know if that's something
Coach,
he has to say.
Me and you too. We're the healthiest we've been in years. Yeah, us too.
I ain't saying that.
Yeah, because you're not a liar. Yeah, that's because you're not a liar. You know what I'm saying?
You think he's saying that to boost up his value a little bit?
Or to let people know that he's still Derrick Rose. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there's been a lot of careers that went on and on and on and on because,
like an Erykah Badu song.
Yeah. But eventually, you're gonna have to call Tyrone.
Call him. But you can't use my phone.
Tibbs' phone.
Yeah,
no, but you know, I mean, you think about when people talk about the Grant Hill injuries and how it derailed him and the legendary status he could have been. He kept playing.
Right.
And
the
he was
is still there though.
Yeah, and he was a contributor. Like people like players like D Rose. He was going to be he was on the Hall of Fame track, and he was going to be legendary because, like he had all the intangibles that he didn't even need athleticism for. But then the fact that he had athleticism, that's what put him, you know.
Yep.
So he's the kind of player that even when the athleticism goes down, he's going to still be a basketball player and a teammate.
Okay.
And a consummate professional when it comes to doing what's right when he's like he knows his own physical limitations,
right,
and has adapted that to his game style. Like he improved his jump shot, he improved things. That's why guys like him stayed in the league, even though after they got injured, and some other guys who were the one-trick ponies that, like some other guy on our team, I don't want to be negative, if he gets hurt at this point in his career, he's in trouble. Mr. Toppin. You know, he's got to pick up some other traits because he can't get by on between the leg dunks and sprinting down the court, you know. But Obi he has shooting talent in him. I've seen him shoot pretty well, you know, some spot up threes and stuff.
Right.
I'm hoping he's honing that because that's going to be some value we need at that position, you know, coming off the bench.
Right.
So I don't know, but the thing is, the same thing what a lot of other people said about with D Rose. As much as I love the guy and I want him to succeed, I want him to do well, because that means, you know, we'll do well. But I don't want to do that to sacrifice someone else getting a chance. You know, that's the catch-22 of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to be taking IQ's chance if he has a chance to develop and be good. So I don't know, man. That's the part that I'm trying to wrap my head around it, you know.
Right.
Because I think D Rose is going to help us win some games. You know, there's going to be some spots he comes in because we can't count on Jalen Brunson 48 minutes a game. So when he's out of the game, you got to have somebody that there's no fall off, you know. And D Rose, he guarantees that as long as he's healthy. Like, there isn't much fall off as far as flow of the offense wise. Like, this version of D Rose is very similar to Brunson, actually.
Right. Right. And it's not just the case for what you just said for that one guy. You could spread that across the board for everybody. Even the guys that are not so young, coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so for those, I throw that out there, man. Yo, Obi will be 25 in March. Obi will be 25 in March, bro. So he's not so young. He'll be 25 before the season's over. You feel me? But what I meant was, but it didn't dawn on me until I said it out loud. Because I was actually referring to like the RJs and the Cams, the ones that have been in the Mitches that have been in a league a little bit longer, the Hartensteins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they're younger than him still.
And then, yeah.
I mean, even Hartenstein, people don't they don't understand with him. You know, they dog him because he hasn't played that many games, but the dude just came in at 19 years old.
He's still a pup also.
Yeah, he just turned 23. And he's played 4 years already.
Right. So he might add some quality to what we have already, but you know, all of that depends on how the organization decides to pass out roles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Rotibsion. We got to think of a name for that. The Tib. Rotibsons. Something.
Yeah, man.
That's the one thing that I'm nervous about, because now he's got more choices. Like before, he didn't have many choices really, you know, to make as far as who to play.
Right.
Like when we got the injuries and we had guys just coming in. You know, we were figuring stuff out. Now it's all hands on deck. Now you got to may the best man win.
Right.
I mean, we're gonna see who.
Is that not what you wanted though?
Yeah. The best teams are like that.
Right. You have to earn your stuff. Yeah, earn it.
The whole iron sharpens iron thing, man. Like competition breeds, you know, better results.
Success. Yeah. Competition breeds success. Right.
It really
now,
does.
I'm with you. I didn't mean to steal your thunder right there, but I think we were like-minded in this mindset. Right. So yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. Hey, man. Hey, so we got trolls jumping up backstage, man. I'm getting rid of. I'm sorry, y'all. If I don't recognize this late at night, if I don't recognize you, then you know I just can't, you know, take the chance of putting you on this late at night. So sorry about that. And plus, me and Coach are rocking, bro. So you know it's like the Blues Brothers, except I'm the fat funny one, and he's the charismatic handsome one. You know what I'm saying?
Charismatic fatter one.
And yeah, that's me. Yeah, the fat funny one, and Coach is the charismatic
Yeah, right.
one. So yeah, man. Sweet home Chicago. No, dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So Afro the Jedi has a question. Afro the Jedi says, who do you think is gonna crumble under the competition? I think the answer to that is easy.
In the starting lineup, or just in general?
Just in general, because it's in general. It says, who do you think is going to crumble under the competition? I think that's easy. I think it's Obi. I think that of all the ones that are, man, listen, Grimes is tough. Quickly is tough. RJ is tough. So when I'm thinking about it, who crumbles? Is it Cam or is it Obi? You know what I'm saying? Cam has already been through under a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? I can't see him crumbling more than Obi. Obi admitted as much, like he was playing nervous because he was constantly looking over his shoulder. He already admitted that pressure kind of gets to him. And so while I love Obi and I hope it doesn't happen, I think Obi is the one after the Jedi, because Obi is the one that admitted that he didn't play good because he was looking over his shoulder the past 2 years.
I think the other wild card that has a chance to possibly crumble, and I think it's just more because even though I think he's a consummate professional, it's I think Fournier in a way, because of I don't know how much he's going to accept the possibility of having a diminished role, and he knows how all the pressure from the fans and maybe even the front office of giving these younger guys his minutes.
Right.
I'm not sure how he's gonna, because he's never had to. He's been fortunate to been on teams that weren't good enough to make him be on the bench for extended periods of time.
Right.
So he's had the luxury of being on mediocre teams and being able to play. But now there's some other guys that have some talent and offer a little more than maybe what he has to offer, especially in the future.
Right.
So he might have to readjust to that.
Wow.
But just to kind of bring up another person besides Obi, because I think Obi as well. But even though I hate to say it, but history tells us that it possibly could be Cam Reddish, and that would just break my heart.
Right. But we'd hate to say it out loud, man.
Yeah. But I can't. I couldn't stand. I try to give myself a little bit of credibility when I come up with my opinions on guys, and I try to be realistic too, like you. And he is my Cam sandwich, so but I have to be honest with myself that he does have that. It's a boom or bust situation with him. I don't think there's a Cam isn't he's one of them guys. He's not a middle ground guy. He's either gonna be, wow, look what we got, or he's gonna be like,
Hey, you remember that movie Trading Places?
Oh yeah.
You remember it was either super duper mega ultra rich, or poor destitute on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember that my man is in jail singing. I think is that Beverly Hills Cop, when my man is in jail singing the reasons, but the reasons why we here.
Oh man, God, it's so funny. You're just like me that I get those movies confused for some. Because I hate to say, like, Eddie Murphy in that time period when he was first hitting the movies.
Yeah,
he had that same. Even Golden Child, he still had that. He was almost the same character in every movie. Look back, he was a really typecast back then.
Right.
And it was until he he started doing his caricature type movies. So when he started breaking out more, you know.
Right. No, yeah.
I can't think of which one it is. Well,
but the reason why I brought up Trading Places is just because of the thing you said with Cam. Either it's the penthouse or the outhouse.
Yep.
Scenario.
That's
That's what I was getting at ultimately. Like the penthouse or the outhouse, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things, man, where you hope for Cam it's the penthouse. Because you would hate to see him in the outhouse. Because Cam Reddish would be for the next 40 years, when me and you talking over the next 40 years about Knicks basketball, we'd be like, yo, what if Cam Reddish had a hit? You know what I mean? See, we don't say that about Frank Ntilikina because Frank ain't really offer you nothing dynamic, right? But Coach, I got about 4 more minutes, man. I want to just rock for like 30 minutes, man.
all right.
Just wanted to say if you got like a jump out guy, like the opposite, like because one question was who crumbles under the pressure. Well, who do you see blossoming? Like who do you see jumping onto the radar? Like I'm here.
Well,
based on the same parameters.
Besides the two obvious, you know, RJ and Randall are obvious answers, but to go with, I'm going Hartenstein. Yeah. He's gonna be when he's given that opportunity for an extended period of time, I think he's gonna be the one, man.
Right.
I don't know why it is. It's I just really think, man. I just really think because he has the most opportunity to show something so much different than his replacement. The guy he's replacing, I mean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else that comes in, they don't have as much of an opportunity to really. The only other position is like at the 2, depending on what they're going to do there, if it's Fournier or whatever, you know, that whole thing there. But at all the other positions, to me, the guy that comes in, they don't have as much of a chance to take over that spot. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Hartenstein, I feel, because of the skill set that he has, like he all the things that Mitchell Robinson does so well, people don't give him credit for, but Hartenstein does those things well too. Well as
better.
Yeah. And
in smaller sample sizes though.
Yeah, in smaller sample size. And if you look at the analytics of it, he actually does them better. And then includes help on the offensive side and everything.
Right. And Coach, and the thing with Hartenstein, and people don't read the tea leaves. I like reading tea leaves, right? Why would you trade away Nerlens Noel, who makes the same money as Hartenstein, when Noel has been here for 2 seasons and knows both your offensive and defensive systems? Why would you trade away Noel to make room for Hartenstein if you didn't believe ultimately that Hartenstein is an upgrade over Noel and potentially an upgrade over Mitch?
I mean, there's a lot of
Let's pause right there, bro, because I'm gonna get out of here, man. Me and Coach been hanging out like all day, all night. Eventually, somebody has to get some sleep somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Coach, thank you for hanging out with me, man. These past like 24 hours, I appreciate you, man. You know the channel absolutely love and adore you, man.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But we understand it, but we understand that you're not a robot. So, hey, for everybody, we're gonna get out of here, man. Thank y'all for coming out and hanging with us for these 30 minutes or so. It was good seeing y'all, man. We just did a telethon on Legends. Jumped over here just to hang out for a little bit. Vibes and Stuff live in the morning. 8 o'clock. Me, Chuck Allen, Pastor J, Yankees Morning Brew. all be on just hanging out, kicking it, doing some friendship stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know we want this to continue to be a safe place, a safe haven, bully-free, where we could just come out and hang out and kick it, tell jokes, talk Knicks, do all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
Again, it's your main man, Uncle Freezy, the #1 Chief Rock in Knicks universe, coming through. We out of here. Peace and love, everybody.
Slap that like button.